Good morning and hello from Dubai. Hope all of you are doing well. Enjoyed India's victory against Bangladesh last evening, and with that, India have also qualified for the final of the Asia Cup. But this particular video I'm bringing to you early morning from Dubai because I have some news to share. In news coming in, BCCI has filed an official complaint against two Pakistani players for their indecent gesture and the kind of celebration that they did in the game versus India. You know the two players I'm talking about. One is Sahibzada Farhan and the other is Haris Rauf. Those gestures that they made were political in nature, and BCCI has taken cognizance of that fact. And now they have written on Wednesday, that is yesterday, they wrote an email to the ICC complaining about political gestures being brought into the field of play, and for that ICC must initiate action against those two PCB players. So this is an email that was received by ICC. I can confirm ICC is in possession of that email. What will the ICC do next? That we'll have to wait and watch. First, as is protocol, that after receiving that email, ICC is going to ask the Pakistani players to give their side of the story. After they submit a written reply to why they did that, what are the reasons behind that, they will usually there is always a hearing, and if the hearing does happen, then it's expected to be presided by the match referee Richie Richardson. There are, remember, two match referees, Richie Richardson and Andy Pycroft. It's expected that Richie Richardson could be the match referee that will preside over the hearing once you get a reply from the Pakistani players. Now, I'm also getting to hear, these are unconfirmed reports. Till I get 100% confirmation, I'm not confirming, but apparently now Pakistan has also written to the ICC about the statements made by Surya Kumar Yadav, in which he mentions Operation Sindoor, he mentions Indian Armed Forces, and he mentions the terror attack in Pahalgam, saying that these are also political in nature and ICC must take action. My question is that India have filed a complaint immediately after the Pakistan game is done, and if these reports are true of even PCB filing a letter, then I wonder why it's come after so many days. So is this something that didn't offend them earlier, but now that India has filed a complaint, they are filing a counter complaint? Anyway, we'll get to the bottom of that as and when we find out and confirm whether PCB is also sent a mail or not. Meanwhile, there is a lot of talk on social media. This tweet of Mohsin Naqvi, the PCB president, is going viral, where he's put the crashing plane celebrations of Cristiano Ronaldo, and many things are being spoken about that as well. Let me give you a few facts there as well. Firstly, Mohsin Naqvi is not the first one to do it. Sufyan Mukim, the left-arm Chinaman from Pakistan, who's right now not in the playing 11, is sitting out. He was the first one to put it on his social media handle, where he put it on Instagram, that same celebration, and put his picture on side of Ronaldo's, and his caption was, "Who told him?" As in, how did he know about this planes crashing, and so on and so forth. And then obviously Mohsin Naqvi, having seen that or having heard of that, I don't know, it wasn't his original idea, as I mentioned, then Mohsin Naqvi also puts that celebration down. Now, let me put a few facts out there, because I did see a lot of social media handles in Pakistan, which and some media houses as well, which have headlines saying Cristiano Ronaldo copies Haris Rauf. So facts first, Ronaldo did this in February, and Haris Rauf, as you know, did it in September. The fictional story, which seems to be bringing them a lot of peace and joy in Pakistan, of May 10th, which is trying to distract from the fact that they've lost 2 games to India. That happened in May, according to them. As I said, the fictional story that they are alluding to. So Ronaldo's celebrations are from February this year. That happened after an AFC Champions League game, if I'm not mistaken, where he plays for Al Nassr, the club in Saudi Arabia. So after that, he celebrated. He's never spoken about it, what was the reason behind it, but it is believed that it was a reference to his own private jet, because in the same month, his own private jet, which he bought for a whopping 61 million pounds, it's a beautiful looking dark grey colored private jet that he has with CR7 written on it, that was grounded in February because that plane developed a crack in one of its windows. So because of that crack, it had to be grounded and it was parked in a hangar of the airport in Manchester. So most media houses there carried this headline that Ronaldo's plane grounded. So many believe it was his reference to his plane being grounded. So that was the reason for Ronaldo's celebration. Now getting to Mohsin Naqvi, and I have a question from all of you guys. Mohsin Naqvi is a board president of Pakistan. Look at the stature and the position where he's sitting in. Not only that, he is the interior minister, equivalent to India's home minister. That is almost the second position after the prime minister. Imagine what stature he's sitting at. Also, he's no 20-year-old. He's in his mid 40s. He in fact is the same age as me. I consider myself as a mature adult. Him being an adult, as well as the positions that he's holding, is it befitting of a person holding those positions to be putting out a childish, immature tweet like that? I'm not even getting into the merit of that story that they've concocted, but whatever it is, are you going to stoop down to that level? Let me give you an example. I mean, we've had Indian board presidents in the past. There have been many controversies that Indian cricket has been involved in. Mike Dennis's controversy where they were almost going to quit the South Africa tour. The Monkey Gate in 2008 where they were almost going to quit the Australian tour. Such big controversies happened which had racist tones. So many things. Did you ever see an Indian board president? Can you think of a Jagmohan Dalmia or a N. Srinivasan or I.S. Bindra, so many Indian board presidents of repute ever putting a tweet, even if there was no social media in some of those times, even coming out with a statement like that? I don't think so, because that's maturity and that's also respecting the position that you're holding. I mean, it really baffled me when I saw that, and it did not enrage me at all. It actually made me smirk, looking that someone of this age and holding this position can actually put this out. It just tells you the mindset. And as I said, not only the board president, imagine he's the interior minister of that country. Do you see such sort of tweets from, countries can be at war as well. Still, I don't know, the official Twitter handle of India's home minister will come out with official statements and things like that. Not these childish memes poking fun at each other, which 20-year-olds will do, juveniles will do. I don't know. You guys let me know. What did you think of, and maybe that's why I think all of this, putting this out actually gives you an insight into the mindset of the person who's in charge, and then actually explains why they've been found wanting in a lot of things here. In the team's conduct and his conduct and PCB's conduct. All of that you can see in terms of, what happened here, how they handled the Pycroft issue, or how they handled that UAE game, how they're handling no press conferences, how they are not allowing Indian media to ask questions in their press conferences. So, how the board president goes and meets a team in front of the cameras, in front of the media, and then those gestures being made at practice sessions. I think it all stems from the fact that the guy who's governing you, if he's going to be behaving like a juvenile, then it is bound to spread. So at least those are my few thoughts that I had. I thought I'll share with you guys. I'll take your leave. Next up, I'll be coming up with a video of the Indian team announcement. Team for West Indies series is going to be picked. So that is going to be up next on Sports Today. As always, give us a like on the video, share it with your friends, and I'll see you soon. Take care.